Hey everybody, thanks for joining us. This will be another We Jam and Jamily production. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Anna Hone and I'm going to be walking you through the Nail Art Studio today. If you haven't tried Nail Art Studio, it is awesome. It is just so much fun. So to get started, you're going to go to your consultant's website and you're going to click on the Shop tab. On the left hand side, there's going to be a list of categories and you're going to go down to that Nail Art Studio tab, click it, and then it's going to ask you to log in. If you are a new customer, logging in is simple. You're just going to make a really quick new account, a customer account, and then it'll let you log in. This is like your home page that you're going to see when you log in. This is your Nail Art Studio home. It's going to show you all the designs that you have approved, which you should have none if you're just starting. It's going to show you designs that have been declined, ones that are pending, and ones that you've been working on. So first, to start off, we're going to go over here to the left. We're going to go to this button that says Create. So first off, we're going to show you this views area. You can click on this big little thumbnail, and what it's going to be is to show you a view of an individual nail. You can click down here and you can change the view to whichever wrap you're wanting to work on at the time. If you want to look at your whole sheet, like how it would look when you print it off, you're going to click on that icon over there. Let's go back to our views here. There's also this great guide button right here. And what this is going to do is it's going to bring up these little blue guides over here. It's going to tell you about how far down you are on the nail when you're designing. That way it helps you center your nail and make sure that everything is going to look right when you get it printed off. Alright, so to start off here, we're going to go ahead and click on this objects icon. This is so much fun. I saw this tutorial the other day on Pinterest about how somebody painted on almost like a stained glass window effect. You can do that with all these little different shapes here. So you could do different sizes and styles, and then just put a ton of them on here and make that cute. But something I want to forewarn you with, if you just put designs on here hoping that you're going to have a white background, you need to make sure you actually add a white background. Because once you submit this for approval, if you do not have something that's extending past this little blue dotted line, then it's not going to get through approval because they think that you didn't finish the design. So to combat that, you're just going to pick this square here. It's just what I like to do. You're going to pick the color and you're going to do white. So let's say I wanted that white background. I'm going to pull this over here and just get it covering the nail. Okay, so now I have a white nail background. Okay, so that's, these little shapes or something that's pretty fun to use. Next, you can use Jamberry's patterns. They have put in so many patterns to use, which is so much fun. They used to only have a couple for us to use, and now we have quite a few. One that I love doing is the mini polka dot. I love polka dots. So we're going to use that one. We're going to look for a color here. And we're going to, I want kind of like a minty polka dot, let's say. Be super cute. So I'm going to just drag that around till I kind of find a color that I like here. We're going to do that. Okay, how cute is that? So now we're going to go down here because I want to go ahead and apply it to my nails. You could apply it to all the nails and you could, use this button right here. But I'm just going to do the top sheet because I like to do half and halves for my NAS. So you're going to click in all of these little buttons here and you're going to click on Apply Design to Selected. So now my polka dots are going to show up on all this top half right here. Okay, so then I'm going to go ahead and delete those two things. I'm going to go back here. I'm going to click on Uploads. Okay, so now I've got my design that I chose to apply to my nail. Make sure that you kind of have it centered how you want it to be. And then I'm actually just going to get it and apply it to the second half. So what I got to do here is clear my checkboxes, add the new ones I want it applied to, and then apply design to selected. Make sure that you have the ones unchecked that you don't want it to apply to, because if you don't, what's going to happen is you're going to go over all these ones that you've already done and then you're going to have to start over, and it really is not fun. So don't do that. Okay, so that's kind of how you use the uploaded images if you want. Also, you can add text here. You can pick, you know, the font that you want. You can, you know, monogram stuff. It's kind of cute. It's a good idea. Now, one last thing I want to show you just to make sure that you understand that is these patterns right here. They are just overlays, so you do have to have a background of some sort, okay? So make sure you always go to this objects first and pick your square and get a color that you like, okay? So let's go ahead and do maybe a light pinkish color, might be kind of cute. Okay, so we're going to do that. We're going to go back and let's do, I don't know, maybe a chevron or something to go with it. So then it's going to let you pick that color. I'm going to go ahead and do white because that's kind of what we're doing. It's going to let me do white. There we go. Okay. So then just make sure that your chevron is centered how you like it. Like to multiple, I'm going to just go right over the top of those. And there you have it. So if you want to look at your sheet, you could just click on that icon like I showed you before. And it's going to take just a minute here while it processes it. But then it'll show you how it is. And this is a really good time to make sure everything's centered. So if I was being really picky, see, look right here, it's not super centered on the chevron. So then I can go back before I submit it and just make sure that I get that a little more centered. Okay, two really awesome tools that I just want to touch on really quickly here. I want to show you, a lot of people ask me how I get cool subway art, where I make that at. There's a website that's called tagzito.com. Okay, so just for example, like this is one I made for a customer who was wanting some Paris wraps. What I recommend that people do first is go to YouTube and then click in the search bar tutorial on Tagzito, because it's going to bring up a little video that's going to teach you how to use it. It's a little bit of a funky website, so I really recommend it. But another really neat feature on this is that you can actually customize the colors in there. You're going to do that using an HTML color code. So if you've never heard of what that is, you're going to also just type that in Google. HTML color codes. You're going to have like 3 different websites that are going to be your top ones that come up. But what's great about this is you can pick a color here, and then it's going to give you this little code at the bottom. So you're going to copy that, and you can paste them into that Tagzito, but you can also paste them into our Jamberry Nails website, which is awesome. So let's go back here and I'm going to show you. Let's pick this circle, and I want this to be that color that I just chose. Okay, right here in this little bar, I'm going to put in that color that I just found. How awesome is that? So that makes it so you can customize just about everything, which is totally awesome. Rocks my socks off. Okay, so let's say I'm done creating this and this is what I want. So I'm going to title this, what do you think this kind of looks like? I don't know, Easter Bunny, which is kind of a lame name, but we're going to use it. Okay, so then once you've done that, we're going to go to preview here. Okay, so we're waiting for it to pop up here and be approved. Okay, so once I have that done, you know, we'd be a little bit more picky if I was actually submitting these and get this a little straighter, but just for kicks and giggles, make sure you go down here and you check on the I agree to terms and conditions. What that's doing is just telling Jamberry that you know the return policies, you know you're not supposed to use copyrighted images, all that kind of stuff. So read through that. Then we're going to go submit for approval. What this is going to ask you to do here is, or what it's telling you basically, is that your color might be a little different than it shows on the computer, because that's the way it is. It's going to print a little different than what your screen shows you. And this is just a reminder to make sure that you have pulled your images past that little blue dotted line, because if you do not, it might print with this little white chunk on it, or off center, or just not good. So make sure that you extend the image past that little blue dotted line. Then you'll go down here and you're going to click on Submit Design. I'm not actually going to click on it since we're not going to submit that today. But what will happen is this little box will pop up that says your design has been submitted for approval. Okay. If you just go down here a little ways, it'll show you pending designs, and that's where it's going to show up. So I hope this has been helpful for you. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you now will go and check out that nail art studio because it's so easy and it's super fun. It's a great way to make a little extra income. Thanks for watching.